Welcome to another Sudoku Tips. Video 71, Snyder and Last Hidden Candidate. English version. I like to start solving a Sudoku with the Snyder annotation accompanied by the information on crossing blocks, lines and columns. I write down the solutions found, in blue. Or when there are only two possibilities, I write down the candidates in gray. Starting our scan with candidate 1. Only once on the grid, in the green cell. Candidate 2. It can go to any of the yellow cells. As in block 2, the 2 can only go to two cells, C4 or C6, I will note it in gray. This constitutes the Snyder annotation. Two alternatives, if it's not on C4 it's on C6. In addition to this information, we have more important information. They are lined up in the bottom row, which form a pointing pair, which rules out the possibility of there being another 2 in the pink cells in block 3. In block 6, candidate 2 also appears in two cells, but not aligned, so the deletion is restricted to block 6. Candidate 3 appears in two cells within the blocks 1, 5 and 9. But notice that it didn't help us delete in any other cell, except within the respective blocks. Candidate 4. It is only present in two cells within block 3, aligned but without additional information. Candidate 5. There are many cells available, nothing to note. Candidate 6. It also does not give us additional information. Candidate 7. In block 5 you can only go to E5. Write it down as solution in big blue. Allowed to delete another 7 from the pink cell. So there was only the yellow cell left to house the 7 in that block, which in turn will exclude any candidate 7 from column 9. So in block 3 candidate 7 goes to C7. In block 1 it goes to B2 and in block 7 it goes to G2. All these solutions were possible because we used the Snyder annotation. Any information on the grid must be evaluated for repercussions. I highlighted the 3, and I find that candidate 3 can only go to C1 and E4. Last hidden candidate. And as a result in row B and column 5 there are only two cells left for candidate 3. Write down candidates. Now candidate 2. In block 4 there is only one cell left, highlighted in yellow, for candidate 2 there. Last hidden candidate. See block 3, that pointing pair, in lilac. And this E7 solution allows you to restrict to just two cells where candidate 2 can go in block 3. Let's continue our scan. We had stopped at candidate 7. Candidate -8. There are more than two possibilities in each block. Do not write it down. Candidate 9. In block 6 it have to go to D9. Last hidden candidate. In block 1 they can only go to column 3. Par pointer, which excludes from J3. In block 7, it have to go to column 1. As in block -8 the candidates 9 are aligned in line H, we can delete another 9 from this line and confirm 9 in J1. Last hidden candidate. Finished our 1 to 9 sweep. Let's look for the last hidden candidate. I highlighted the align. Where will candidate 9 be able to go in this line? Blocked in the pink cells. Can only go to A3. Last hidden candidate. Note that 9 can only go to the yellow cells in block 2. Excluding pair, 2 9. Excludes 2 and 9 both within block 2 and line C. Column 2. Where can candidate 6 go? It can't go to the pink cells. Last hidden candidate. In block 1, there was only one cell left for candidates 1. Only candidate possible, but not hidden. The yellow cell will be occupied by the last hidden candidate, the 8. The yellow cell will be occupied by the last hidden candidate, the 3. Column 5. Candidate 6 cannot go to block 8. The 6 is the last hidden candidate of C5. And candidate 5 is the only possible candidate in G3. The cell H5 can only house candidate 5. Last hidden candidate. The last hidden candidate of G9 is 3. Just like the one from B8. C9 will be 8. C8 will be 5. Thanks to excluding pair, 2 9. D7 will be 5. B9 will be 6. Yellow cell will be 1. Only possible candidate or remaining. Yellow cell will be 1 and blue cell will be 2. Yellow cell will be the 2, and the blue cell will be 4. Last candidate remaining in block 3 is 4. Last hidden candidate in the yellow cell is 8. The yellow cell will be the 8 and the 1 goes to the blue cell. The 1 goes into the yellow cell and the 2 goes into the blue cell. The 2 cannot go to the pink cells, it will have to go to the lilac cell. Last hidden candidate 2. We already have candidate 1 in block 4, then you will have to go to the orange cell. The 5 not being able to go to column 1 will go to column 3, leaving the yellow cell for 6. The 6 will go to G3, and the 4 to F3. Only possible candidate, not hidden, is the 8. The 1 goes to G1 and 4 to H1. In block 5, the 6 has to go on D6, leaving D4 for 4. The 4 goes into the beaver cell and the yellow cell will house candidate 2. The 2 will have to go into the green cell and the 9 into the blue cell. In the middle segment, the 9 goes to H6. And the 1 goes to B1. Sole candidate remaining. 5 in the yellow cell and 8 in the orange cell. The 5 goes to F4 and the 8 to F6. We started by scanning candidates from 1 to 9, followed by Snyder annotation. Always considering the intersections of blocks, lines and columns. Finally, we gave importance to looking for the last hidden candidate. This mid-level Sudoku puzzle didn't need any advanced skills. But even then it wasn't easy for you to find so many late hidden candidates. Just copy the hints in strong black, bold, and try to solve this Sudoku by yourself. You will probably get tangled up at some point. Link size to go ahead. Give it a like and share the pleasure of Sudoku solving. A big hug.